Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and what a return to set up this offense in the red zone. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's King. Quarterback extends the play. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Finds some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for room. It's Haynes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's King. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Complete on the comeback. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
There we go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Going up top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They stripped it out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make... Turning it on! And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long.
It's a seam wide open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's King. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Oh, a lot of space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Rutherford. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here. So instead, they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. Trying to keep the drive alive. And the Yellow Jackets will keep this drive going.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And that's why that guy plays DB, not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here we go. They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. but those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Caught in the backfield. It's Manning. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Power football with the run. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Going for it all. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit it right in the middle of the field.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Yellow Jackets need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. To throw, it's King. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Hauls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Missouri wants to go fast. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quick handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
On the ground, it's Haynes. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. That's it, fly. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? All the way down to the 26. 7-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. It's a running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Coleman. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Wants to throw. It's King. Quarterback adapting. Gets rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Patterson.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Stockton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's loose. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Pulls it in. It's Rivers. Wide open spaces. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is vertical.
Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Pressure coming into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one third and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Scanning the field, it's Kane. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, You want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Coming out with it, it's Manning. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These corners going to give them some space.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Georgia Tech 49, Missouri 28.
They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
Lofts one high and deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Shows him the stiff arm. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Hand off to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The play action fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They booted away on 4th down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll go back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's King. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we've got to make sure we take him away.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off play action on first down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back second to 16.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, picked up the first down, but more important, only 15 seconds left.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Defense not showing press coverage. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Hardy. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.